Have you ever wondered what it is about you that catches someone's attention? That first spark, that magnetic pull that makes someone stop and notice you? Maybe you've experienced walking into a room, hoping to make an impression, but unsure of what makes you stand out. Or perhaps you've heard someone say, "She lights up the room," and wondered, what's her secret? Here's the truth. Attraction isn't just about physical beauty. It's a mix of subtle, yet powerful traits. Confidence, authenticity, kindness, and even the way you move or smile. These are the qualities that create a lasting impact, the ones men notice first but rarely articulate. Imagine this. A friend shares that her partner was drawn to her not because of her looks, but because of the way she listened, her calm presence, or her infectious laughter. These are the moments that matter. What if you could cultivate these traits consciously? In this video, we'll explore 7 specific things men notice first about a woman, and why they find these qualities irresistibly attractive. You'll learn practical, easy-to-apply steps rooted in Stoic wisdom to help you shine effortlessly while staying authentic to yourself. Stay until the end to uncover how small, mindful changes can transform the way others perceive you, and most importantly, how you see yourself. Now I'd love to hear your story. What's something your partner noticed about you right away? Share it in the comments below. 1. Confidence, the unshakable foundation of attraction. Confidence is magnetic. It's the quiet, unshakable strength that speaks volumes before you say a single word. Picture this. You walk into a room with your shoulders relaxed, your gaze steady, and your steps measured. People notice. Confidence isn't about arrogance or loud declarations. It's about the quiet assurance that you know your worth and that you trust yourself. It's the belief in your abilities and values, untouched by the need for external validation. Men are instinctively drawn to women who carry themselves with confidence. Why? Because it signals independence, self-reliance, and emotional stability. A woman who exudes confidence shows she is in control of her life, not reliant on others for approval or direction. Through steady eye contact, a calm and clear voice, and the courage to express her opinions, she communicates a sense of security and trustworthiness. These qualities inspire admiration and make her presence stand out. This kind of confidence doesn't demand attention, it invites it. When you know who you are and embrace your imperfections, people are naturally drawn to your authenticity. There's a fine balance, though. Overconfidence, when it veers into arrogance or self-importance, can be off-putting. Confidence is best expressed with humility and grace, not as a need to prove your worth, but as a natural extension of who you are. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Stoicism teaches us that confidence isn't rooted in external factors like appearance or status. Instead, it stems from understanding and valuing your internal compass. When you stop seeking approval from others and instead focus on living authentically, your confidence becomes unshakable. It's about standing firm in your values, knowing that your worth doesn't fluctuate based on someone else's perception. Imagine this scenario. A woman is invited to a networking event where she barely knows anyone. At first, she feels a wave of nervousness. She sees people chatting in groups and wonders if she'll fit in. But instead of retreating to a corner or hiding behind her phone, she takes a deep breath and focuses on the things she can control: her posture, her smile, and her presence. She approaches a group, introduces herself warmly, and listens attentively to the conversation. She doesn't try to dominate the discussion or impress anyone with rehearsed lines. Instead, her calm, genuine demeanor draws others in. A man across the room notices her, not because of her outfit or physical appearance, but because of the way she moves with quiet assurance. Her confidence is understated yet powerful, leaving a lasting impression. This moment highlights how confidence is not just about what you say or do, it's about how you make others feel. Stoicism reminds us that when we focus on what we can control, our actions, our thoughts, and our reactions, we create a sense of inner stability that radiates outward. Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This philosophy is particularly relevant in moments where confidence might feel out of reach. By focusing on your values and your ability to stay composed, you can transform self-doubt into quiet strength. To build this kind of confidence, start by cultivating self-awareness. Spend time reflecting on your strengths, values, and achievements. Acknowledge your imperfections, not as flaws, but as unique parts of who you are. Confidence isn't about erasing self-doubt. It's about accepting it and moving forward anyway. When you embrace your true self, you become less concerned with how others perceive you and more focused on living authentically. The practice also plays a critical role. Start small by challenging yourself in everyday situations. Speak up in a meeting, introduce yourself to someone new, or try an activity that pushes you out of your comfort zone. These small actions build resilience and reinforce the belief that you are capable. One effective way to enhance confidence is through mindful rituals. Begin your day with positive affirmations, reminding yourself of your worth and abilities. Take moments throughout the day to breathe deeply and center yourself, especially in stressful situations. These practices align with Stoic principles, helping you maintain composure and focus even when faced with uncertainty. Another important aspect of confidence is how you treat yourself. Are you kind and encouraging, or do you let negative self-talk dominate your thoughts? The way you speak to yourself matters. Replace harsh criticism with constructive reflection. Instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," remind yourself, "I am learning, and I'm making progress." When you become your source of encouragement, your confidence becomes less dependent on external validation. In relationships, this inner confidence speaks volumes. Men notice when a woman knows her worth, values her independence, and stands firm in her beliefs. This doesn't mean being rigid or unyielding. It's about being secure enough in yourself to allow vulnerability without losing your sense of self. So take a moment to reflect. When was the last time your confidence left an impression on someone? Or perhaps you've admired someone whose quiet assurance made them unforgettable. Share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear how confidence has played a role in your life and relationships. 2. Intelligence and communication skills, the art of stimulating connection. Intelligence is captivating, but it's not limited to academic knowledge. It includes an understanding of life, the ability to think critically, and emotional awareness. A woman who demonstrates intelligence paired with effective communication becomes unforgettable. This type of intelligence isn't about showing off. It's about engaging in meaningful conversations that stimulate the mind and heart. Men notice this because it sparks curiosity and fosters a deeper connection. Picture this. You're sitting across from someone at a dinner party. The conversation flows effortlessly because you're not just talking, you're listening. You're asking thoughtful questions, responding with genuine interest, and sharing insights that reflect your unique perspective. You're not trying to dominate the discussion or impress anyone with facts. Instead, your natural curiosity and emotional intelligence make the interaction both engaging and memorable. This is the kind of communication that doesn't just attract, it builds bridges. Intelligence paired with communication is a powerful combination because it signals adaptability and growth. A woman who can discuss a variety of topics, consider different perspectives, and express herself clearly shows she's both self-aware and open to learning. However, there's a delicate balance. Overloading a conversation with technical jargon or academic theories can make it feel dry and distant. On the other hand, sharing insights in a way that's relatable and thought-provoking invites connection. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This Stoic wisdom applies beautifully to the art of conversation. When you focus on what you can control, your thoughts, your responses, and your ability to connect, you create space for authentic dialogue. It's not about being perfect. It's about being present and intentional in how you engage with others. Now imagine this. You're meeting someone new at a casual gathering. The conversation starts with light topics, work, hobbies, and daily routines. But as it unfolds, you notice an opportunity to go deeper. You ask them about their motivations, what drives their passions, and what they've learned from challenges. Your questions aren't rehearsed. They come from genuine curiosity. As they answer, you share your own stories, insights you've gained through reading, reflection, or personal experience. The exchange becomes less about impressing and more about connecting. Across the room, someone notices how effortlessly you navigate the conversation, drawing others in with your thoughtful words and attentive demeanor. They're captivated by your intelligence, not because you're showing off, but because you're showing up fully engaged. This kind of interaction highlights the power of combining intellect with communication. It's not just about what you know, but how you share it. Stoicism teaches us to approach every conversation with purpose and clarity. Seneca said, "If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable." In dialogue, this means knowing your intentions. Are you seeking to connect, to learn, or to inspire? When you engage with purpose, your words carry weight and meaning. To cultivate this balance, start by broadening your knowledge. Read widely, whether it's philosophy, current events, or human psychology, and use what you learn to enrich your conversations. But don't stop there. Practice active listening, which is just as important as speaking. When you truly hear someone, you show that their thoughts matter. This builds trust and encourages deeper dialogue. Communication skills also involve empathy, the ability to see the world through another's eyes. When you approach conversations with empathy, you create an environment where both you and the other person feel valued. This aligns with Stoic principles, which emphasize treating others with respect and dignity. Epictetus advised, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This simple yet profound guidance reminds us of the importance of being present and attentive. One way to refine your communication is by practicing storytelling. Sharing personal experiences, lessons learned, or even humorous anecdotes can make your conversations more engaging. People are drawn to stories because they evoke emotions and create a sense of shared experience. The key is to be genuine. Let your stories reflect who you are and what you value. Let's bring this idea to life with an example. Imagine you're on a walk with someone, perhaps a partner or a new acquaintance. The conversation turns to a recent book or podcast you enjoyed. Instead of simply stating your opinion, you share why it resonated with you. Maybe it reminded you of a lesson you learned or inspired you to see something differently. You invite them to share their thoughts, listening carefully as they respond. The exchange becomes a dance of ideas, each person contributing, learning, and growing. This isn't just a conversation, it's a connection, one that leaves a lasting impression. When intelligence and communication come together, they create an irresistible dynamic. Men notice when a woman can articulate her thoughts with clarity and curiosity, drawing them into conversations that are both stimulating and meaningful. It's not about dominating the dialogue, but about fostering an exchange where both parties feel heard and understood. To embody this, focus on cultivating your intellectual curiosity and emotional awareness. Approach every conversation with openness, seeing it as an opportunity to learn and connect. Speak with intention, listen with empathy, and let your words reflect the depth of your thoughts. This blend of intelligence and communication doesn't just attract, it inspires, creating connections that go far beyond the surface. 3. Personal style. The visual language of authenticity. Personal style is your silent introduction. It's the way you tell the world who you are without speaking a word. Every choice you make, from the clothes you wear to the way you accessorize, becomes a reflection of your inner self. It's not just about trends or keeping up with fashion. It's about creating a visual identity that feels uniquely yours. This kind of intentionality captures attention because it signals self-awareness, thoughtfulness, and confidence. A woman with a strong sense of personal style doesn't just dress well. She communicates who she is with clarity and authenticity. When your style aligns with your personality and values, it enhances your presence. Men notice these details not because they're obsessed with fashion, but because personal style is an outward expression of your individuality. It shows that you've taken the time to know yourself and present yourself authentically. Think of how a perfectly chosen accessory or a well-fitted outfit can make someone look polished, yet approachable. These details matter, not because they define you, but because they underline your unique qualities. Now imagine this. You're preparing for an important dinner, perhaps a first date. You glance through your wardrobe, trying to decide what to wear. You consider the dress you saw on a fashion blog last week. Trendy, bold, but not your style. Then your eyes land on your favorite outfit, a classic, timeless piece that fits you perfectly. You know it makes you feel confident, comfortable, and radiant. You put it on, pair it with a simple necklace that holds sentimental value, and step out the door feeling completely yourself. When you arrive, the person across the table notices your elegance. But more than that, they see your authenticity. It's not just the clothes, it's the way you carry yourself in them. That quiet confidence becomes unforgettable. Personal style isn't just about creating a visual impact. It's a reflection of how you view yourself. Men notice a woman with a defined style because it suggests clarity and confidence. It says, "I know who I am, and I'm not afraid to express it." On the flip side, chasing trends without considering your unique preferences can dilute this message. Blindly following what's popular might make you blend into the crowd rather than stand out. True style is about expressing, not impressing. It's about finding pieces that resonate with your personality and amplify your natural presence. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In the context of personal style, this reminds us to focus on what we can control. How we present ourselves to the world. The clothes you choose, the way you wear them, and the confidence you exude are all within your power. It's not about pleasing others, but about reflecting your inner values and self-perception. To find your style, start with self-reflection. Think about the pieces in your wardrobe that make you feel confident and comfortable. Is there a color that makes your skin glow? A silhouette that flatters your body? Pay attention to these details because they are clues to what works best for you. Try experimenting with new styles, but always ask yourself, does this feel like me? If the answer is no, it's not worth pursuing. A strong personal style also goes beyond clothing. It's in the way you carry yourself, the details you choose to emphasize, and the way you use accessories to tell your story. A simple bracelet or a scarf with a story behind it can make all the difference, turning an ordinary outfit into something meaningful. When your style reflects your personality, it doesn't just enhance your appearance, it strengthens your presence. Let's consider an example. A woman is meeting a group of friends for an afternoon coffee. She doesn't overthink her outfit, but chooses something she feels good in. A soft sweater in a flattering color, paired with well-fitted jeans and a pair of classic earrings she loves. When she walks in, her friends immediately notice her glow. She's not wearing anything flashy, but her style feels effortless and genuine. The confidence in her choices radiates, and the people around her can't help but feel drawn to her energy. Moments like these show that personal style is about more than just the clothes on your back. It's about creating a sense of harmony between who you are and how you present yourself. When you feel good in what you're wearing, that confidence naturally shines through. People notice not just the outfit, but the way it transforms how you move and interact with the world. Stoic philosophy emphasizes living in alignment with your values. Epictetus said, "Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." This wisdom encourages us to focus on authenticity rather than external pressures. Your style should be a reflection of your individuality, not an attempt to fit into someone else's mold. By staying true to yourself, you create a style that feels effortless and timeless. To refine your style, start small. Explore different colors, patterns, and textures to see what resonates with you. Don't be afraid to experiment, but always prioritize comfort and authenticity. Pay attention to the moments when you feel most confident. Those are the clues to what works for you. Over time, you'll develop a style that feels uniquely yours, one that enhances your natural beauty and reflects your inner strength. When your style is authentic, it becomes a powerful tool of communication. Men notice a woman with a defined style because it's not just about appearance, it's about presence. It's about the way she uses her choices to tell a story about who she is. That story, when told with confidence and clarity, becomes unforgettable. 4. Authenticity. Authenticity is magnetic. It's the art of living true to yourself without trying to fit into someone else's mold. A woman who embraces her authenticity doesn't hide behind pretense or masks. She is honest, direct, and unafraid to show her emotions. This openness creates trust and fosters a sense of connection, drawing people closer. Men notice this because authenticity brings a sense of safety and reassurance. It says what you see is what you get. And that's powerful. When you live authentically, you accept your flaws without apology. You don't waste energy pretending to be perfect. Instead, you allow others to see the real you, imperfections and all. This vulnerability isn't a weakness, it's a strength. It takes courage to show up as you are, to express your feelings honestly, and to let people in. Authenticity doesn't just make you relatable, it makes you unforgettable. However, there's a balance to strike. Being authentic doesn't mean saying everything that comes to mind without considering others' feelings. Honesty, when wielded carelessly, can hurt. Authenticity is about being true to yourself while showing empathy and respect for others. It's about communicating your truth with kindness and intention, not recklessness. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." This Stoic principle applies to authenticity as well. It reminds us to focus on living in alignment with our values instead of trying to meet external expectations. When you stop pretending to be someone you're not, you free yourself from the exhausting cycle of seeking approval. You create space for real connections, grounded in trust and mutual respect. Imagine this moment. You're having a conversation with someone new, perhaps over coffee or during a casual gathering. They ask you about a challenging time in your life. You could choose to gloss over it with vague answers, keeping the conversation light. But instead, you decide to share honestly. Not every detail, but enough to reveal your journey and how it shaped you. As you speak, you notice the person leaning in, truly listening. Your honesty sparks something deeper, and you feel the connection strengthening. Men notice these moments because they reveal your depth, your humanity, and your courage. Authenticity is attractive because it signals self-assurance. It tells the world you're comfortable with who you are, even if you're still a work in progress. This kind of openness invites others to drop their own defenses and meet you on common ground. It's not about oversharing or seeking sympathy. It's about showing up as you are, with no need for embellishment or exaggeration. Stoicism teaches us that the only approval we should seek is our own. Epictetus said, "First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." When you align your actions with your true self, you cultivate a sense of peace that no external judgment can shake. Authenticity is the practice of living by this principle. It's about owning your story and trusting that those who matter will appreciate you for it. To embody authenticity, start by embracing your imperfections. Recognize that your flaws are part of what makes you human and relatable. Instead of hiding them, use them as a way to connect with others. Practice honest communication, not just with others but with yourself. Ask yourself what truly matters to you and live in alignment with those values. When you speak, speak with intention, choosing words that reflect your truth without diminishing others. One practical way to cultivate authenticity is through journaling. Spend a few minutes each day reflecting on your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Write without judgment, letting your true self emerge on the page. This practice helps you identify patterns, clarify your values, and strengthen your connection with yourself. When you know who you are, it becomes easier to show that version of yourself to the world. Authenticity also involves letting go of perfectionism. Stop trying to be everything to everyone. Instead, focus on being true to yourself. This shift not only brings peace, but also attracts people who value and appreciate you for who you are. It creates relationships built on trust, where both parties feel safe to be vulnerable and real. Men are drawn to authenticity because it radiates confidence and depth. It's not about being the loudest or the most outgoing person in the room. It's about being the most genuine. When you show up as your true self, you invite others to do the same. This mutual openness creates bonds that are meaningful and lasting. Think back to a time when you felt truly yourself around someone. Maybe it was a heartfelt conversation with a partner, a friend, or even a stranger. How did it feel to be seen and accepted for who you are? Share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear about the moments where your authenticity made an impact. 5. Positive energy. The invisible glow that attracts positive energy is magnetic. It's the kind of energy that doesn't just fill a room, it transforms it. A warm smile, a bright look in your eyes, and words of encouragement can make you stand out in unforgettable ways. This isn't about forcing happiness or pretending life is perfect. It's about choosing optimism, radiating joy, and letting that positivity flow naturally to those around you. It's the way you bring light into the world, even in the smallest gestures, that draws others to you. Men notice positive energy because it's refreshing. In a world often filled with stress and negativity, a woman who radiates optimism becomes a source of comfort. It's not about being loud or over the top. It's about exuding warmth and joy in a way that feels genuine and effortless. Positive energy creates an inviting presence that makes people feel at ease. It communicates resilience and emotional stability, qualities that are deeply attractive and reassuring. Imagine someone walking into a room with a genuine smile. Their attitude is calm yet joyful, their presence inviting. They're the person who can make others laugh even in a tough situation, who find the silver lining without dismissing reality. That's the essence of positive energy. It's grounded in the present but infused with hope. People naturally gravitate toward this type of person, not because of what they say or do, but because of how they make others feel. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Stoicism teaches us that cultivating positivity starts in the mind. Your energy isn't determined by external circumstances, but by how you choose to perceive them. Life will always have challenges, but how you respond is within your control. When you approach life with gratitude and a focus on what you can control, you create a positivity that is both authentic and enduring. Let's bring this idea to life with a story. Picture this. You've had a long day at work, and you're meeting someone for dinner. As you walk to the restaurant, you can feel the weight of the day pressing down on you. But instead of letting it take over, you take a moment to breathe deeply and remind yourself of the good things. The opportunity to connect with someone, the cozy atmosphere of the restaurant, the fact that you've made it through a challenging day. You arrive with a smile, genuinely glad to be there. As you sit down, you share a funny story about your day, not to impress, but because it lightens the mood. Across the table, your date notices. They're drawn not just to what you say, but to the way you say it, the warmth, the joy, the sense of ease you bring to the moment. It's not about ignoring difficulties. It's about choosing to focus on what's good despite them. This moment shows how powerful positive energy can be. It's not about being overly cheerful or pretending things are better than they are. It's about finding joy in the small moments, being present, and offering encouragement to those around you. Positivity doesn't demand attention. It invites connection. Stoic wisdom reinforces this. Epictetus advised, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view they take of them." This wisdom reminds us that our perception shapes our reality. In love and life, this means shifting your perspective. Instead of focusing on what's wrong, look for what's right. Instead of dwelling on obstacles, think about opportunities. This mindset isn't just good for you, it's contagious. People are drawn to those who lift others up and help them see the world differently. To cultivate positive energy, start with small habits. Begin your day with gratitude by identifying 3 things you're thankful for. It might be as simple as the warmth of your coffee or the sound of birds outside your window. These moments of gratitude ground you in the present and set a positive tone for the day. When challenges arise, take a moment to breathe deeply and reframe the situation. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? This shift helps you approach life's difficulties with resilience and optimism. Another way to nurture positive energy is through your interactions. Compliment someone sincerely, even if it's about something small. Offer encouragement when you see someone struggling. These acts of kindness not only uplift others, but also reinforce your sense of positivity. And don't underestimate the power of laughter. It's one of the simplest yet most effective ways to spread joy. Your body language also plays a critical role. A genuine smile, steady eye contact, and relaxed posture convey openness and warmth. Even in silence, your energy can communicate positivity. These nonverbal cues are subtle but powerful, creating a sense of trust and approachability. Men notice these details because they signal emotional strength and balance, universally appealing qualities. Men are naturally drawn to women who embody this kind of energy. It creates a sense of safety and comfort, making them want to be around you. Positive energy isn't about perfection, it's about presence. It's about showing up with an open heart, ready to find the good in every moment. It's about being the kind of person whose joy and optimism brighten the lives of others, even in small ways. 6 feminine movements. The silent elegance that captivates. Feminine movements are subtle, yet profound. They are the gentle gestures, the unspoken grace that can capture attention without a word being spoken. Think of the way you walk with light, deliberate steps, or the way you brush your hair behind your ear. Even the simple act of crossing your legs with poise or tilting your head slightly during a conversation can exude an effortless charm. These movements don't just attract attention, they convey elegance, confidence, and a quiet power that lingers in the memory of those who notice. These gestures work on a deeper level. Biologically, graceful movements are often associated with health and vitality, signaling an underlying strength and resilience. Culturally, across countless societies, femininity expressed through motion has long been seen as a symbol of beauty and refinement. It's not about exaggeration or artificiality. Forcing these movements can make them feel stiff or unnatural. The real beauty lies in their authenticity, in their connection to who you are. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, everything that happens as it should, and if you observe, you will find this to be so. This principle applies to how we carry ourselves. Feminine grace isn't about performance or perfection. It's about moving naturally with an awareness of your body and the space around you. This alignment, both physical and mental, creates a harmony that others can't help but notice. Imagine this. You're at a small gathering, perhaps a dinner with friends or colleagues. As you stand to refill your glass, your movements are unhurried and deliberate. There's no rush, no unnecessary fidgeting. As you reach for the carafe, you tuck a loose strand of hair behind your ear with ease, a simple gesture that catches someone's eye. They're drawn not just to the movement itself, but to the calm, confident presence it reflects. It's not about trying to be noticed. It's about the natural grace that comes when you feel at ease in your own skin. This moment shows how feminine movements have an almost magnetic quality. They aren't loud or attention-seeking, but they draw people in through their quiet elegance. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, and one of those things is how we carry ourselves. By practicing mindfulness in your movements, you can embody grace without effort. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This mastery isn't limited to thoughts or emotions. It extends to how we physically navigate the world. To cultivate feminine movements, start by slowing down. In a world that often pushes us to rush, taking your time can feel revolutionary. Pay attention to how you walk, sit, and gesture. Are your movements hurried or intentional? Practice standing tall with your shoulders relaxed and your head held high. When you walk, let your steps be steady and purposeful, allowing your body to move naturally. These small adjustments can transform the way you're perceived. Another way to refine your movements is to engage in activities that enhance body awareness. Yoga, dance, or even Tai Chi can help you develop a sense of balance and fluidity. These practices not only improve your posture, but also connect you to your body in a deeper way. When you're in tune with yourself physically, your movements naturally become more graceful. Feminine movements are also about being present. When you're fully engaged in the moment, your gestures reflect that focus. Whether it's the way you hold a glass or the way you listen intently during a conversation, being mindful of your actions enhances their elegance. This mindfulness is a core Stoic practice. Seneca wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." Applying this wisdom to your movements means letting go of self-consciousness and simply allowing yourself to be. When a woman moves with grace, it tells a story of confidence and calm. It shows that she's comfortable with herself and her surroundings. Men notice this because it's rare and deeply appealing. It's not about drawing attention, but about creating a sense of harmony and balance. There's something magnetic about someone who moves with intention, who isn't rushed or distracted. Feminine movements, when authentic, are a reflection of your inner state. They reveal a quiet strength and self-assurance that's impossible to fake. It's not about perfecting a set of gestures, it's about aligning your movements with your true self. This authenticity is what makes them so captivating. When you embrace your natural grace, you're not just making an impression, you're creating a sense of connection. And that connection, subtle yet powerful, is what lingers in someone's memory long after the moment has passed. 7. Presence and kindness. The heart of connection. Presence is a rare gift. It's the ability to live fully in the moment, to focus completely on what's happening right now without distraction. Kindness, on the other hand, is the quiet strength of treating others with warmth, respect, and compassion. Together, presence and kindness form an irresistible combination, one that not only draws people closer, but also leaves a lasting impression. Men notice these qualities because they signal emotional depth and a genuine connection to others. When you're fully present, you're not checking your phone, looking over someone's shoulder, or letting your thoughts drift elsewhere. You're engaged, attentive, and showing the person in front of you that they matter. This kind of presence creates trust and conveys respect. When paired with kindness, whether it's a thoughtful gesture, a sincere compliment, or simply a smile, it shows that you value others and care about their well-being. Imagine being at a cafe, waiting in line to order. The person in front of you seems stressed, fumbling with their bag and juggling their coffee cup. Without hesitation, you offer a quick smile and hold the door for them. Later, as you sit at a table, your attention is fully on the friend you're meeting. You listen intently, nodding and responding thoughtfully as they share about their day. Across the room, someone notices you. Not just your actions, but the calm, grounded energy you exude. It's your presence and kindness that stand out, making you memorable in a subtle yet powerful way. These moments of genuine interaction are what make presence and kindness so attractive. They're not grand gestures or flashy displays, but quiet, consistent ways of showing up authentically. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." This Stoic perspective reminds us to cherish each moment and approach it with gratitude. Presence and kindness are ways of embodying this gratitude, of acknowledging the value of each interaction. At the core of presence and kindness is balance. While it's important to care for others, it's equally vital to care for yourself. Kindness shouldn't come at the expense of your well-being. Being overly self-sacrificing can lead to burnout or being taken advantage of. Stoicism teaches us to find harmony in all things, including our relationships with others. Epictetus said, "Know what you can control and what you cannot." This wisdom helps us navigate the balance between giving and preserving our own energy. To cultivate presence, start by slowing down. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to feel rushed and distracted. Take a moment before each interaction to ground yourself. Focus on the person in front of you. Really listen to what they're saying and respond with intention. When your attention is fully in the present, you create a sense of connection that is both rare and valuable. Kindness, too, is something that can be practiced and refined. It's in the small, everyday actions, holding the door for someone, offering a kind word, or simply smiling at a stranger. These acts, while seemingly minor, have a ripple effect. They brighten someone else's day and, in turn, reinforce your own sense of positivity and purpose. Let's look at another example. You're at a dinner party, seated next to someone you've just met. Instead of focusing on yourself or the impression you're making, you turn your attention to them. You ask thoughtful questions, show genuine interest in their answers, and share your own thoughts with warmth and openness. As the conversation flows, the connection deepens. The person you're speaking with feels seen and valued, and so does the man sitting across the table who's quietly observing. It's your presence and kindness that draws them in, creating an atmosphere of comfort and trust. Presence and kindness are deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. Seneca said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." This reminds us that every interaction, no matter how small, is an opportunity to connect meaningfully with others. It's not about being perfect or always knowing the right thing to say. It's about showing up with sincerity and care. When you embody presence and kindness, you create a space where others feel valued and respected. Men notice this because it reflects emotional maturity and a genuine appreciation for life. It's not about grand romantic gestures, it's about the little things. The way you listen, the way you smile, the way you make others feel important. These qualities make you unforgettable, not because they're flashy, but because they're real. To bring more presence and kindness into your life, start by setting aside distractions during your interactions. Put your phone away, make eye contact, and truly engage with the person in front of you. Practice small acts of kindness daily, whether it's offering a compliment, lending a hand, or simply sharing a moment of laughter. These habits not only enhance your relationships, but also deepen your connection to yourself. As you integrate these practices, you'll find that your interactions become richer, your connections stronger, and your presence more impactful. Men are drawn to women who radiate this kind of energy, not because it's loud or attention-seeking, but because it's authentic, grounded, and full of heart. Presence and kindness aren't just traits, they're ways of living, ways of loving, and ways of being that leave an indelible mark on everyone you meet. As we wrap up this journey into understanding what men notice first about a woman, let's reflect on the profound lessons we've uncovered. These qualities, confidence, personal style, authenticity, positive energy, feminine movements, presence and kindness, intelligence, and communication, are more than just traits. They are practices, cultivated over time, that shape not only how others perceive you, but also how you perceive yourself. Stoic philosophy teaches us that true beauty comes from within, rooted in self-awareness, resilience, and intentional living. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." When you focus on embodying these qualities authentically, you radiate a magnetic energy that naturally draws people to you. Start small. Each day, take a moment to reflect on these lessons and integrate them into your life. Walk with confidence, carry yourself with grace, and let your movements reflect the ease and balance within you. Embrace your personal style, not as a trend but as an expression of your identity. Cultivate positivity, choosing to see the beauty in the everyday. Be present in your interactions, listen deeply, and communicate thoughtfully. These practices are not about perfection. They are about progress. The more you embody these qualities, the more naturally they will flow into your life. Over time, they will become second nature, enriching your relationships and deepening your connection to yourself. Now, I encourage you to reflect. Which of these qualities resonates most with you? Have you noticed how they influence your connections with others? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Your experiences may inspire others to begin their own journey toward timeless attraction.